First question will be Brennan Sinone from Noles 247.
Hey, Malik, nice to meet you.
Hey,
I'm good, thanks. So curious to get your thoughts on why enrolling early was important for you, and I guess maybe what value have you gotten from being on campus already, I guess, in this first month or so?
The decision to enroll early I made back when I was like a sophomore. I knew I wanted to get in college early, go ahead and get a feel for it, before all the other freshmen come in, and just go ahead and learn, not even just football, just college in general, and just get a feel for everything and my schedule and stuff like that.
That could be Gene Williams from Warchant.
Hey, Malik, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Good.
Pretty good, thanks. Hey, have you been able to, on your own, get out with Mackenzie Milton and some of the other quarterbacks yet and just kind of toss the ball around a little bit? Because I know obviously chemistry with the receivers is going to be a big part of this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've been, just catching and throwing and stuff like that.
That could be Ira Chauvel from Warchant.
Hey, Malik, can you take us back, since this is the first time a lot of us have talked to you, take us back to the late in the recruiting process when it looked like you might be wavering or thinking about other schools, and then ended up making the decision to stick with Florida State?
Yeah, so it was at, I want to say, I can't put an actual date on it, but I know it was in the middle of my football season in high school. And, I had a lot going on at the time. So like the whole recruiting process, I wasn't paying attention, or I wouldn't say paying attention, but, focused like I needed to. And I said, okay, let me just take a step back real quick, just reassess, because if it's the right decision, I'll come back, and that's what I did.
All right, next will be Matt Marshall from the Orlando Sentinel.
Malik, when you think of Florida State, what comes to your mind, and what was that a big part of your decision to come here to play football?
I'll say, if I could put it in one word, probably coaching. Yeah, coaching and relationships. I'll say relationships. Yeah, that'd be a better word.
Next will be Kurt Weiler from Tallahassee Democrat.
Malik, you talked about wanting to early enroll to kind of get acclimated quicker, get that head start. How much have you seen that already through tour duty, through being in the lifting program, building those relationships with guys?
Yeah, so just being here now, as a young guy, being around the old guys, and just get accumulated with the workouts and stuff like that.
All right, we'll go back to Brendan from Noles 247.
I know a lot of time during the recruiting process, there's conversations with the coaches about the chance to play early, what the depth chart looks like. I guess, what were those conversations like with FSU's coaching staff, and what did they tell you specifically about the ability to maybe work your way into early playing time as a freshman?
They just told me, we're not going to give you nothing. If anything you need or anything you want, you got to work for it. And, what I'm saying? That goes for anywhere.
All right, next we will go back to Ira from Warchant.
When you talk about those relationships, how big of a part was Coach Dugan's in all of that? And what do you like about Coach Dugan's, and what attracted you about playing for him at this level?
Coach Dugan's, really, even off the field, he's a guy you want to be around, and you can learn a lot from. And, he gives good advice, and I think that's what really attracted me to him, because he always called my phone how you doing? Not even about recruiting, nothing like that.
All right, next will be Aslan Tavavandi from Warchant.
Malik, do you have any friends or family that have played football at the next level that have kind of given you an idea of what to expect and what you need to do to be able to contribute in your career?
Yeah, my brother, he played at Auburn. He plays at Southern University right now in Louisiana. Yeah, so he kind of paved the way for me, I guess.
All right, we'll go back to Kurt from the Tallahassee Democrat.
I know he's not on campus yet, but you've got, I guess, a receiver there and Josh and another one coming in Destin. I guess, how much before you enrolled, since you enrolled, were you really talking to him, trying to get him on board, be part of what could be a special group of receivers coming in?
Yeah, we all were talking, just like, man, we could really, go do something. Like, we could really get this thing to be great.
All right, we'll go back to Ira from Warchant.
When you've gone out so far for just player run stuff, have any of the other older receivers helped you and Joshua out at all? And in what ways?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The older guys always coach us up just on small stuff, switch your feet, stuff like that, or break this way, break that way, just small stuff.
Okay, next question will be Chris Mee from Noles 247.
Hey, Malik, how beneficial was IMG for you as far as getting prepared for this next level and just kind of making that switch going from a high school prospect to a college player?
It really taught me how to, I'll say, decipher through my schedule and time management. Football time, school time, study time, film time, all that.
We'll go back to Ira from Warchant.
And going back to that time where you kind of wanted to open things up and make sure you were making the right decision, how did Coach Norvell and Coach Dugans handle that? Were they understanding? I guess they were if they were happy to bring you back, but what were they like during that time?
I talked to them before I did it, and we all talked about it, and they understood. Just like I said, it was just like take a step back and just reassess what I had going. So they understood.
Next will be Aslan from Warchant.
Is there like a blueprint or an expectation that the staff has kind of communicated to you to be able to, contribute early in your career and your expectations for 2021?
Just really just coming in, like I said earlier, just like working, and I work, the opportunity gonna come, whatever I do. Got other guys coming in and stuff like that, so we all gotta work.
All right, we'll go back to Brendan from Noles 247.
Following up on that question, Malik, was early playing time important to you when making your final decision, like having at least the opportunity for it?
Yeah, I won't go nowhere like that's just going to totally shut me out the picture, But I feel like, yeah, it would be.
We'll go back to Chris from Noles 247.
Hey, Malik, staying on the theme of early PT, what do you feel like you have to do between now and when August rolls around to just improve and prepare yourself for the college level and try to get out there and get some burn?
Just getting stronger, getting bigger, be able to run faster, just keeping up with the guys. Feel like I got good game IQ and stuff like that. But to the physical part, I gotta improve on that.
We'll go back to Aslan from Warchant.
Malik, the coaching staff, especially on offense, Coach Norvell and Coach Dillingham talk about how this is an offense for playmakers. How do they sort of illustrate that to you or market that concept?
Basically, they just said, they're like, watch the game. Like, you can see it last year, when the boys get the ball in space, they got to make the plays like playmakers.
All right, thanks, Malik. Our next player will be Joshua Farmer, and we'll have him in here in just a minute if you guys want to go